Recently, I was watching a video. It was about how the Season 8 and Overwatch 2 rank was pointless by Sizzle. And his founding over many hours of testing is basically that your current rank could not be a reflection of your actual rank. Maybe you're higher or could be lower. And he got a brand new account and ranked way higher than he ever ranked before. And then plus he was saying, well, you could, and I took it as some of the stuff that I got out of is maybe that I was ranked too high because I have a newer account. So maybe I got ranked higher than I should have. So I started thinking, well, maybe I'm not as good as I am. So, and I did link that video in the description. So, and so I want to know, am I ranked higher than I should be in Overwatch? So I don't know, with Season 9, the brand new ranking system, they reset the rank, they say a soft reset, so not everybody goes back down to bronze or whatever. You're going to drop down to a lower rank than you were the previous season. So perfect time to see if I can still rank where I did last season, which was in gold. So the question is, am I a gold ranked player, and can I continue that over this into this 10 game requirement before you get to rank? This takes us to the first game on the journey to get my new rank in Season 9. This first game, it was a bit rough. It felt like I was a match against higher players. I mean, we were 1 minute into the game and we have 0 limbs. I mean, nobody's killed anything. And that first choke on Eichenwald can be really tough. So, as we're going in now, 2.5 minutes in the game, our whole team, we have a total of 5 limbs, 1 each. So this is 2.5 minutes into the match. So, oh man, this is rough. But we finally get a good point and we take the first point. And we get past first point and we get in, and I try to do some plays to push them off the high ground. That didn't go so well. We pushed the cart to second point. However, in the end, we end up coming up short. So during the half, I decided I want to check the players' rank, and I found out that they were in my rank. So my bad play is due to me probably not warming up very well and not playing much rank last season. And I also forgot about the projectile in size increase, as I mentioned before. And if you've seen some of the videos, you can see how far off your aim you can be and can hit your shots. So now people in lower ranks are going to hit their shots way more often than they were in the past. So and then with this rank is pointless in the back of my mind and me not deserving the rank I'm at, maybe I'm too high of a rank. I'm starting to question if I have been ranked too high. So but we're able to hold them for a bit, and in this match, and they end up winning. So that match is over, and I get my predicted rank, and then we move over into the second game, which is on Cerveza Market. And I tell you, man, my track record on these new maps, not very good at all. I don't know how y'all are doing, but mine are not very good. So I'm trying to stay positive this season, and so I tell myself, you know what, just do my best. And despite me making mistakes on the first point, we win the first point. So after I get back, our tank ends up dying and goes down, and then I get into a bad position and I go down. I get killed, which gets me killed. So once again, I'm rusty and my awareness is lacking, so on me for not paying attention to where I was at. So we make a last push on this first point, but we fail. My predicted rank from game 1 is silver, and the way things are looking, we're going to lose this match as well. So looks like I'm heading down to bronze is my thought in this process. But once again, I'm trying to stay positive. I've climbed out of bronze before, but I don't want to do that again. And I look at the match stats for the players, and I see that one of our supports is low, and I almost start blaming them for the lack of wow, this is how come our game is going so bad. But yeah, I just told you that I had bad positioning, so I had to say, wait, I don't want to get in the habit of blaming teammates. I shook it off, and you know what can I do better? So we move on. The enemy team captures second point first, and the percentage captures just starts to rise, taking off to try to heal and damage. My team tries to push in, but they capture. Their capture percentage ticks closer and closer to 100. It's 90, and we haven't even touched the point at this point. All seems lost. Throw my ult, and my team moves in. We get a couple necessary picks and take the points before they get to 100. Now, it's our turn to hold it. The enemies try to take the point, but man, our team, we're actually starting to work together and we hold strong. Things are starting to look hopeful at this point. We still have 2 more points to take and capture. Based on the first 2 points, I'm hopeful, but I remember the first point and that we captured the point with 1% to spare. And I think we can win, but it's going to take some work. So we get to the third point and they're just before us. And then they capture the point, but this time we're right there and we take it. So, oh man, once again, we're doing good. It's looking good. We're trying to hold, the enemy comes in strong. They overpower us, prove to be too much, and overtake the point. Here's the turning point, I think. They have the point, we're not going to get it back, because most of the time on this map, when this happens, my team, we just fall apart and just make stupid mistakes and we lose. The enemy percent keeps on rising, ticking ever so close to 100, and there it is. Once again in this match, it's 1 more percent, and they go up 2 to 1. The indicator beeps 99%, and 99% displays on the notification, and we are there on point, holding him, and we are in. We have the ults, and we use them just in time. Boom, we get the point. And then the enemy comes back in strong. They start pushing us back. We give them the space, and they move us off the point, and we push back. But then we push back in, and we win the point. What a stressful 3 points that were. 3 points to win that was. So now I just want to know, how is our 4th point going to be? So we have yet to win. We take 3 points. We've done 3 points. The first point we lost. The second point we came close, and then the third point we win. Now we got 4 because we got to capture 3 to win. So we get there first, but we can't capture. So then they get the point first once again. We are up 2 to 1. I'm very optimistic though. We are playing consistently and playing well as a team. Now we just need to take the point from them. My tank, 1 DPS attack from one side, Torb and I flank from the other. We end up with an alt domino. I was like, oh man, I don't know. I didn't want to, and I used mine too. I didn't notice that because Torb used his, and then another one gets thrown, and another one gets thrown, and I'm just like, no, why did I do that? I should have saved mine, but I didn't. So I'm like, okay, we used all of our ults. I'm not 100% sure where the enemy is on their ults. How is that going to play out into our game? Because at this point, they could come in and wipe ults and just extend this game out further. You know what? But so let's see what happens. The enemy comes in. They have plenty of time to retake the point. But you know what? They don't make a good group push effort. And ultimately, we get the victory. Whew, another victory. Thank you. Whew, that was tough. Game 4. Going into game 4, my predicted rank is silver 3. And I do really like these placements, these predicted ranks on placement. So we go in, silver 3. I'm moving up because I was, started at silver 4. Now I'm silver 3. I'm feeling all right, but maybe now I'm thinking, okay, I'm still at silver 3, close to gold where I normally rank, but I'm not there yet, and I still have a lot of games to play. So am I going to be in my true rank that is silver because I was ranked too high in gold? So this map on game 4 is Oasis, and man, this first team fight just goes horribly. The first team just basically rolls us, and we were able to get the point, get some ticks on our side of the score, but they don't let us hold it for long. First round lost. So we get to the second round of this match, and it's just clear that they're the better team. And you know what? We get outplayed, they win. So now it's on to the next game, 5. and you just learn from that you're not going to win them all, and it's okay. So, but I was at Silver 2, and I don't remember, didn't capture I was too quick in getting out everything, and I didn't capture where I was at, so I don't know if I went back down to like Silver 4 or I stayed where I was at this point. So in Game 5, man, this match, I tell you, man, the fights felt like we were just one wrong play, one missed heal from losing the team fight. The whole first fight, it was I was on my toes the whole time, and our tank must have gotten like some memo to say, hey, you need to stress these supports to see how well they can do. We need to test this 20% healing debuff that tanks get if they're getting dim. I mean, they were diving in, they were moving, they were getting out of line of sight, we'd have to hurry up and get to them, and then they would dive in with no HP, and we lose the first round. So I'm like, okay, so here's my losing streak that's about to come, but the Zen thanks his team. There's a Zenyatta on the enemy team, and he thanks his team for an easy round. And I was like, so, is this the start of a losing streak, or did Zen just jinx his team? So the next round, I mean, we battle it out, and we end up winning the round. It was a good battle, but we end up winning the round. The third round shows that the enemy Zen jinxed his team. I mean, after some back and forth on the point, we win, take the victory, and then now we're on to Game 6. So I'm feeling warmed up and good now. My heals and damage and the limbs were up, and my deaths were the lowest in the last game. So in Game 5, and once again, I didn't look at the recorded rank, so I'm not sure where I'm at this time. The win to loss placement my matches is close. So in this Game 6 was on Circuit Royale, and the other sport was nice and calm. Seemed like a really cool guy. This is in contrast to sometimes where you just get the most toxic people, and that's what I usually run into in voice chat. Like, you either don't talk, or for some reason you want to be the most toxic person and attack somebody on our team, whether it be me or somebody else. And so we start out on defense, we start strong, and it's like, okay, well, we're holding them, we're gonna be all right. And then all of a sudden things just, I don't know what really happened. I probably could go back and watch, and maybe they made some changes, or we just was pushed way up too far, and things could really just snowball, and they end up pushing the cart with relative ease all the way to third point. And then we come back, and we get it, and we push it all the way to the third point as well. And then, I mean, we have like 1 minute left, and they don't have, they have way more time. And I mean, we push it to a really good amount of the cart on the path, and then we kind of hold them, and it just seems like we're going to hold them and we're going to win. And you know what? We don't end up doing that, but we lost this match, and I felt it was hard fought, and I had a really good time, and having a decent human being chat was a bonus. The next day, and the previous day, I went 4-3, lost, win, win, lost, win, lost, win. Yeah, so now it's a new day, and I have 3 more games until I get my first rank. And anything can happen at this point. I could lose all the 3 games and get a way lower rank than gold. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work, because if I lose 3, and it could put me down. So, and I would be in low silver for sure. I would think. So, Game 8 is on Colosseo, and I'm not going to lie. It felt like the whole game, everybody else was just on point. I mean, they were just working well. They were doing everything. The DPS was great. Our Mercy was great. And the tank was just awesome as well. I mean, or maybe the other, I don't know. So I'm just giving them kudos. They were really good. And, I was pushing buttons and stuff. I was moving across the map. I was doing stuff. And and we end up getting the robot easily to the final point, and we win the match. So I'm glad it's a win. It's a win, because sometimes when you get into games for the next day or whatever, it can start off like, is this going to start the losing streak? Because, I know there's people out there, that get on like 10, 15 game losing streaks and things like that. That brings us into game 9, and this seemed like my whole team was used to small projectiles, the smaller projectiles and things like, and not having a 20% healing debuff. And so we took way too much damage. We were out there. I wasn't playing well. I don't know, was it because they were out of position? I don't know. We played bad. We go and we try, and you know what? We lose. So now I have another loss. So in game 10, at this point, will I win? Will I lose? Will I prove to hold gold, to be a gold rank player, or will I find that I'm actually a silver player that's been posing as a gold player all this time? So this first round in this match is a nail biter. We take the point, we hold it, we get a bit too cocky. We hold it until we get 87%. The enemies come in, they take over the point, because prior to that we were doing pretty much what we wanted. So, and I'm like, you know what, we're gonna have no problem taking this point back. It's gonna be easy, because we were doing whatever we want. They just threw some ults or whatever, I don't remember. But then we get back with them and they have 71. We finally get it back with them having 71% captured. Now all we gotta do is hold it, and we do a good job at the beginning. Things look good, we hold, we get 99%, and we get pushed, have a long battle, and end up ultimately losing a point, losing the round. So going into the next round, I'm like, we're pretty much evenly matched. We did 99%. You look at the kills, you look at the heals. Everything is right there. You couldn't say point out by stat wise going, okay, this person is the problem. So, I'm like, okay, that is good. I believe we can, we can fight, and we can do our best, and we can win the next round. It's not going to be easy, because the first one wasn't even easy. Even the loss that we had wasn't easy for either team, because we battled it out pretty well. So 99% is pretty good. So but we go into the round, our team falls apart, and we don't even get 1% captured, not even 8%. It's 0, didn't get anything. And so now I'm 10-10 of my placements. I'm at 5-5. And now the moment comes to see if my actual rank is gold. Boom, predicted rank. Gold is 4, but that's predicted, and I don't know. I haven't seen this yet, so I don't know. I could be predicted gold 4 and actually be down in silver, silver 1. I don't know. But and my actual rank ends up as gold. So, and after holding gold for a few seasons, I think I can say, even with the broken system, I don't think it's broke for everybody. I think there's other factors that probably might go into that, Sizzle could probably speak more to. But I believe that, I'm a gold caliber player, and I'm okay with that, especially with the amount of time I play. But maybe if I play a little more, which I kind of think I plan on doing this season, maybe I could get a little higher. I don't know. But thanks for watching, and good luck on your rankings.